What is up, Unity community, and welcome back to another official Unity live stream here on twitch.tv/Unity, and of course, the official Unity YouTube page. My name is Jackson. I am one of your community managers, and it is my job to bring you all of the live stream content that you see on these channels. It is our hope that you come to these streams, you connect with the Unity community, you leave feeling inspired, informed, educated, more capable, and just perhaps a little bit more entertained. Thank you all so very much for being here. If you are watching live, please be aware that this is a conversation and we are paying attention to everything that you are saying here, whether you are watching on Twitch, like Mwenmen, 3 Yams, Intended Pun, Golden Character, Andrew the Day, and Hoopa Madness are, or if you were watching over on YouTube like Fredo, The Bull, Kayla Deer, Faye Crest, and Jihad Rawani, I hope I'm saying that right, but likely not, apologies. Wherever you are, if you have questions, ask them. If you have comments, hopefully positive ones, say them. We are paying attention, and again, we want to connect you with all of our guests, both from Unity and the Indie Game Academy, because today we've got something special for you planned. We will be diving in and showing off all of the winners and an honorable mention from the Unity-sponsored Indie Game Academy Game Jam that happened earlier this month. I know that we were talking about them as the registration was open, and we happened to see some of the submissions from familiar faces in the stream, but more on that later. Unity community, thank you again so very much for tuning in. If you are here live, please let us know where in the world you are tuning in from and what you've been playing lately. Of course, we love to see the reach of our community and just how many familiar faces / names we will have here. If you are watching after the fact as a VOD on YouTube, take a look down at that navigation bar as you will be able to hop around and skip to the parts that most appeal to you. Of course, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time in a stream, we are live on these channels twice a week, bringing you different content to connect, inform, and educate, whether you want to be better as a Unity dev or just learn more about game development in general. You will find a ton of that on these live streams. Today, of course, we're diving into these games, the winners, showing off what we liked about them and why they won. And then tomorrow, we're going to be joined by the Learn team, the Unity Learn team, as they put out a new tutorial about creating your first 2D game. So come on back for that as well. We have Kayla Deer hanging out in chat, who, of course, was one of the creators of one of our winners for today's stream. So thank you so much for being here. We will dive into all of these winners and some more in just a moment here. I do want to point out that it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to those of you that celebrate. And as a result, myself as a Canadian in Canada, I'm on holiday today. And therefore, I will be leaving you in the very capable hands of another advocate from the team, whom you will meet in just a moment. Please welcome to the show 2 first-timers, so be extra kind to them. Welcome, Bradston and Hamna. How are you both?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Good to have you both. Now, Bradston, of course, a senior advocate here in Unity, but Hamna, you are a wizard of partnerships and community, which from day one, I have been very excited about at the IGA. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, about the IGA and the wizardry that you create there?
For sure. So Indie Game Academy is a online game dev school which gives live classes to anyone who's willing to learn game dev. We have multiple different levels, and I am the wizard of partnerships, and I am also the community manager at IGA. So I make sure that my community is taken care of. And then I also make sure that we bring in cool partnerships like the one with Unity and have fun overall.
Hooray! Fun is the name of the game, and we love that. Hamna, welcome to the live stream. But again, your new host, as I will be departing momentarily, Bradston, with all of the power today. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Chat, everybody out there, look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Strong. Hey, thank you, Jackson, for being willing to hand over the reins of the live stream today to me. I'm excited to be here. This is my first time being on the live stream, but I've been in the chat lurking. I know some of the names, some of the regulars, but yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you, Jackson, for having me. having me.
Of course, of course. I know that you guys all in the Unity community are in good hands here. Bradston, as our senior advocate, if there was any hesitation that I had in handing the reins over to you, which there wasn't, but the way that you just took over with the "I'm the captain now" would have eradicated them. So like, I have nothing but the utmost confidence in this team being able to take care of this stream. You guys are going to show us some very, very cool games, and like I said, we've got a couple of the award winners of the submitters, the winners themselves, in the chat. So it's very, very cool. You guys will be able to ask them some questions as you go. Is there anything else that you need from me before I slip into the Canadian shadows over here?
Go enjoy
the maple trees.
Canada Day.
Syrup.
Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you, everybody.
Canada
Go
Day.
free. Fly
Unity
free.
community, be excellent to Bradston and Hamna, like I know you can. And I'll see you back here tomorrow with the Learn team showing off your first 2D game. And that's it for me, everybody. Bradston, it's your show. Have fun.
Hey.
Bye.
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 Hey everybody. So before Hamna and I take over the show, let's say bye to Jackson. Happy Canada Day to him. Make sure he's having throw it in the chat. Happy Canada Day for our boy Jackson.
Aww.
So yeah, let's do this, y'all. So first of all, thank you all for having myself and Hanma. As Jackson shared, my name is Bradston Henry. I'm a senior advocate here at Unity. I've been here for about 6 months now. I primarily focus on the education space. So all my educators, my students, my people who love them some learning, I'm your guy. But also, I just love gaming. Been doing gaming my whole life since 4 years old, and been making Unity games for 12 years, 10 plus years. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So enough about me. Let's do some welcomes and icebreakers. So Hanma, I want to hear a little bit about yourself. So you already shared about what you do, but tell me a little bit about what you like. What's your favorite color? What you're playing lately? Any secrets you might want to tell?
I like potato chips. I like French fries. There's a reason this game jam was themed potato. Everything potato is like food for soul. That's what I like.
I love that. Was that your inspiration? Was it like, did you look at like?
I am not even kidding, bro. I have, what my trick is? I have my chips, right? I'm not sponsored. And then I have my chopsticks. And that way I could game and eat and beat someone. Like, you have no idea. It's the cleanest. It keeps the keyboard clean, prim, non-greasy. Chopsticks are the way to go.
So that's next level chip. So you use chopsticks for eating your chips? Seriously? Like, really?
I'm not even kidding. While you're streaming the games, I am going to eat chips while you stream. You'll watch me do it.
I'll be super honest. I don't trust myself enough with chopsticks to do anything so delicate. I'd just be crumbs all over my keyboard, my mouse, everything. So chips, okay. Potatoes, particularly. It seems like you like those. Anything else you like, Hanna? That chat.
What else do I like? I also like. I like checking out like different types of coffee. I am everything food, Bradston. Everything food. I either like community management in my job, or I like figuring out like new places to eat here in New York City. And like I drag my like friends from Gumbo there most of the time. Recently, I discovered there's tiramisu coffee. Ooh. It's really good. Holy moly. If you like tiramisu, you have to try tiramisu coffee. What else do I like? I love art. I make really interesting, weird art. I like line art specifically. Do you know what line art is?
You explain it to me like I was a 5-year-old.
Wait, do we have anyone in the chat who does line art? Any artists in the chat? Please, someone.
I know
someone
there
explain to Bradston.
I know Kayla, you made some of the art for Life of Fly. Are you a line artist as well? Anybody in the chat? So what is line art? For those who may not be acquainted with this art of lines, what is that? What's that?
So line art is essentially my way of explaining, you go to a rave and there's like lines coming out that work on the beat of the music and they're like super convergy and there's a lot of perspective going on. I like doing that on paper. It is the best way for me to decompress from everything and anything life. That is essentially line art. It's pretty much like the diverging and convergence that you use in drafting in architecture,
Mm,
and combine that with a little bit of digital art, a little bit of like gouache paint, and 10 on 10. 10 on 10. That's my
10 out
favorite
of 10.
form of art. Yeah.
So the bull is asking, do stick figures count as line art, or is that just does that fall in there?
No, no. So yes, in the traditional sense, stick figures do count as line art. I do it way more abstract. I do it pretty much. I can like, since this is like, I can show you like this is the type of line art I do. This is the
Mm,
most millennial thing I could do, you guys, but I'm a millennial. Deal with it. So
okay.
essentially, like converging of lines and like things going inwards and backwards. It's This is my favorite thing to do. I love creating like abstract monsters out of it too.
Oh,
Congratulations, I'm fully a millennial now, Bradston.
okay. And Kayla says, she def does line art too and colored art. I mean, I have no artistic skills, so to me, everything you showed me is amazing. Like, I see the three dimensions, even though you're doing the millennial style. I can still
I'm
feel
like, here,
I can still
I
feel
cannot
I
give
can feel the
you
vibes.
an image. I can show you my phone.
So, are any games you playing right now that you'd like to share? Or?
Bro, I am stuck in Zelda. I started Zelda last year, Tears of the Kingdom. I have not goddamn moved out of it. You know what I'm doing? I'm just foraging. I'm just moving around in the forest. I'm collecting all the seeds. I'm collecting all the weapons. I'm going to all these farms, and like Red Dead 2, I'm just literally galloping on the horse. And I realized I think I love games that have companions with them. So I'm obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom right now because after Red Dead 2, I was having a hard time finding a game that would have a companion. But I think I also might start playing Neva.
Okay.
So I moved from Red Dead 2 to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and now I'm going to move on to Neva. Have you played Tears of the Kingdom?
I have not. I've only played the past.
No, Bradston. Oh my lord.
It's just life, how life is set up right now. So to the point of like games playing recently, I honestly haven't been playing much as of late. I've been like making things, secretly making a board game. Don't tell anybody. And also just kind of experimenting with different. Too, I don't know. I just like, for me, I get that itch sometimes from just like making things. Sometimes
Mm.
playing is like inspiration, like, oh, what am I gonna do? But I've really been in kind of a good vibe recently, and I've been like, I'm just gonna ride it. I'm just gonna make things, try things, experiment with different mechanics and Unity or what have you. So I don't know. I've been kind of vibing recently. So
So you're a dev through and through, huh?
yeah, I really am. I really will wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, I need to fix this problem. So it's a problem. I mean, hey, I see the chats thrown out there, some of the stuff they're loving. And I want to say this before we jump into the next section, because we got to talk about the IGA and the Unity Game Jam, and we got to hear all about it, what it was, everybody, so people
Yes.
can understand. But I see a lot of really familiar names. I see Faye Crest out there. I see Kayla. I think I saw a few different names from the Game Jam. Also, I see some friends out there. Shout out to 3Ms and Hoopa who game with me, who game dev with me. Just everybody in the chat, thank you for joining. So let's transition here a bit, Hanma. Let's talk. Let's
Mm.
talk business. So
Okay,
let's
okay.
talk a little about what is the IGA. You shared a little bit about it, but what is the IGA? And then let's talk about the Game Jam. So could you refresh us again? What is the IGA and what does it do? And share with the.
So Indie Game Academy is an online game dev school, and we teach indies how to make games, and we teach it in different levels. So there's like a beginner level, there's like a Unity intensive boot camp, which is like 6 months, and it is usually themed like Diablo themed. I think Diablo themed was our like most popular one. I'm not gonna lie, like people really wanted to use their 6 weeks with us to make the Diablo game. Like it was a big hit. And then we have like a boot camp. We have our publishing arm that is publishing games end of the year. So IG is like a fun, kind community. Fun fact, I started learning how to make games from IGA. So I was like
Wow.
the sixth member to join their Discord server, and now I'm the community manager because the culture of the IGA community is just something I have a very hard time separating. I love the culture. Everyone's kind, everyone's supportive. There's a lot of free resources we love sharing. And to be honest, the Game Jam was part of like with this partnership with with this sponsorship with Unity, the Game Jam was like, okay, I do miss interacting with the community on a larger scale. So I do want to have an activity that we all love doing. And so it ended up being this Game Jam. And literally, I got in touch with all the people that I just haven't talked to in so long. I think like game jams are one of my favorite activities to do. Like back in college, I'd do hackathons. I wasn't in games back then, but now it's like game jams, and especially like a game jam like this one, this was like a 5 day game jam. We had like 21 submissions and we have 115 participants. And then the funny thing, we had 147 ratings for the 21 submissions, which was just like, so the people who did not have the time to like participate, they like DM'd me and they said, we're just going to vote for it because we do miss just like engaging with the community. And I feel like that's just really powerful. Like people talking to you and people saying, we miss engaging. So giving them a reason to engage in my like professional and personal opinion, I think it's my favorite thing to do.
That's so super cool. We had a question in the chat from Jihad. He said, does IJ do publishing? And if so, he has a pitch for you. But does IJ do any publishing or anything like that?
We recently like this year started a publishing arm and we are publishing 3 games and a year. So once that starts, you can apply for the next one, I'm sure we would love to hear the pitches. But our current games are pretty cool too. They're really hardworking studios and they're all indies. And yeah, support indies.
Awesome. So, okay. So you touched on the jam a little bit. So where did the idea of this game jam come from? Like what was the inspiration? And, just tell us a little bit about it. Like how it came about and, what did the game jam look like? How many submissions, how many participants, a little bit about the judging. Hey, I was a part of that.
So the game jam came about, like I mentioned, I just wanted the community to engage back with me. Ever since I've come on as community manager, it's just been like, Stats and I got to work and, do all these things and report back and make sure like I'm moderating and keeping an eye on the server and keeping it safe from malware attacks and whatnot. But part of it was I missed having fun with the community. And it's just been such a rough year. It's been such a rough year this year and last year for the entire indie space and like the game space in general. It's been such a rough year that when I was contemplating what theme to put for the game jam, quite literally, I did not ask anyone. I literally brushed it past Willem and I was like, hey, I think the theme is going to be potatoes. And his face was like, sure. Like, you must have thought about something. And I was like, I'm just so tired of so much like tough things going around, so much negativity going around. I have no way to fix anything. I'm not like in a position of power like that, but I am a community manager. And my like magical power is being able to do whatever I can within the bounds I have. And that's why I was like, okay, we're going to choose potatoes as the theme of the jam because there's no way you're going to play a potato game with a serious like face. You're going to end up smiling. And if you smile once with playing any of the games from this game jam, like I'm happy. I really think the purpose and the power of like a community is just supporting other people and engaging while having fun and creating a safe space. And what better than potatoes, Bradston, to be honest? Like, honestly, you know what I mean?
So I got a chance to be a part of the kickoff when the potatoes was announced. And like, so first of all, Hamna was like, I'm so excited about this theme. Like I knew about it before she announced it. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see how like everybody responds. We have some of the participants. I saw Micah from Solanum Meadows in the chat and like Kayla and everybody. So love to hear how y'all felt about the potato when it was announced. But it felt like hype. Like everyone's like potatoes. And then in the chat, it was potato emoji, potato emoji, potato emoji. And I think there's something really special about like what you just mentioned, this idea of like, how can we just have fun? like, how can we just enjoy each other's company? Like, life is hard, game dev is hard, existence is hard sometimes, but really just being able to sit down, do what we love, make games, and make goofy games about potatoes. Why not smile? How can you not smile? And genuinely, I got a chance to play every single game, and just seeing how the potato theme was spread about, how the potatoes were mashed. I don't know. I'm trying to make a funny joke here, but it was really awesome. It was really awesome.
It was really fun. And I think like shout out to all the winners, but also the runners up whose games we're going to play. So like the winners were like Root of the Cult won Best Pitch. Solanum Meadows won the Unity Choice Award. Beautiful game. I can't wait to talk about it while you play. And Newfield won Community Champion. And then there were like two games that were runner-ups. One was like Potato Delivery and one was Life of Fly. And surprisingly, they were this close to winning. When I looked at their itch entries, I was just so low-key happy and high-key excited. I was like, oh my God. Not only did we have really fun games, but also we had these two runner-ups that the community was really excited about.
Yeah. I think for me, as I was playing through the games, I loved this is the thing I always enjoy, the different. It's like you can feel the essence of a person or a group of people through the game that they create, and I felt that every game had its own unique, flavor. Had its own unique. I don't know, like I said essence already, but for me, it was as I was going through and I was judging, because I had the opportunity to judge for the Unity, Choice Award. It was hard because there was times where I was like, "Ooh, I really see what you're trying to do here. I like this," and then, "Ooh, I feel this," And I think that how people took Potato in unique in creative directions, it was really fun to see. And the cool part is we're about to experience what those projects looked like, what those games were, and what people did. Just for those to know, there's we got to talk about some of the prizes. So what was some of the winning prizes for those who won, Community Choice Award? Yeah,
I'm just so excited to play the games. I'm like,
I know.
You're asking me twice at this point. I'm like, no, when are we playing the games though? So the prizes were essentially the Unity Choice Award had 7 So wait. Let me start with Community Champion. The Community Champion won IGA classes. So she had, heads up for that. I'm going to send you that in the email. And then Best Pitch won custom digital art made by our very, very talented artist Chase. And it was a beautiful, beautiful trophy that they made. I personally am a big supporter of artists in every way possible. So that was great. And then Solanum Meadows, that won the Unity Choice Award, got 7 Unity Pro subscriptions for an entire year. That was so cool. Heads up. Thanks, Mike. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but if you are, you were super supportive of this. Thank you so much. So those were the prizes. And the 2 runner-ups did not win any prizes. It was a regular, comparatively small game jam. But we are going to play your game here, and we're super excited about it. Bradston, I have one question for you, though.
Oh, yeah, please.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
How does a potato win at video games?
How does a potato win at video games?
Come on, how does a potato win at video games? Chat. Put the answer in the chat. Come on, let's see some
potatoes in the chat. I see. I saw some puns about starchiness. So how does a potato win?
Come on.
By mashing.
Wild guess.
Oh, by mashing buttons. No. Is that right?
He mashes the buttons.
Hey! Am I a potato?
We're all potatoes. I'm a potato, you're a potato, we're all potatoes, and then we can be French fries. Whatever you choose to identify with, you can be that. I actually gave a talk about that, actually. At Waffle Games, it was my first talk ever. I went up on stage and they're like, oh, you need to introduce yourself. And I was like, sure. Hello, I'm Hamna and I'm a potato. And it was all these people in the audience were like, what on earth? What on earth? I'm Hamna and I'm a potato. And I was like, why can I not be a potato? Do you have anything against potatoes? And immediately the whole crowd like broke up laughing. And I was like, this is why I said I'm a potato. It was such a wholesome moment.
Awesome. And I see Kirk plays everything. Hey, is that the Kirk that we know? Is that the Kirk?
Kirk?
Is that Kirk? I think that might be Kirk. If it is, that's Kirk, one of our community managers here at Unity. Shout out to Kirk, one of our favorite people. You know, that is awesome I hope that's him. But
I hope so. Hi, Kirk.
Hey. So with that potato talk, we have a lot of great potato talk. Potatoes in the chat, potato in the chat. Let's jump into some games. So we're going to jump into first our honorable mention game. So Hanma, you'll be driving this experience, correct? I think, and we'll be commentating together. So our first game is going to be called Potato Delivery by Chili Games. So you can already see Potato Delivery. Oh, I see you rolling up your sleeves, getting ready.
I'm ready. So heads up, this game does have audio, but for the purpose of the stream, I have unmuted it on my end, but hopefully you guys can hear it. I'm going to try to play this. I am not the best gamer. I play Tears of the Kingdom because it's for a reason. So I'm going to try and play this, and please be patient with me. All right. Let's see. Spacebar to shoot the potato plus Q to reset.
So it's time to play. I'm gonna give you, hear that potato music?
No.
we got a little. Okay,
we got. Oh no, wait.
Potato
Whoa,
cannon. So
potato
I don't know if
sky.
any of y'all in the chat remember, but there was a flash game back in the day. It was like a penguin, and you would shoot it. This is giving me that same vibe.
Wait, why is my potato jumping? Oh my god.
So I think shoot one potato at a time. We got a lot of potato action.
There you go. Wait. No. Oh my god.
So tell us a little bit about how you play the game, Hanma. So I see there's the bar that goes up and down.
Mashing the buttons, Jackson. Bradston. I'm literally mashing the. I'm kidding. So essentially, the core mechanic seems to be distance, and I have to push the potato all the way forward. And I can also press here. There's like a cute little UI button which lets me shoot as well. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm just liking the fact that I can do this. I love breaking games, by the way. So shout out to whoever made this mechanic. You're dope. I wish I was. Come on, this has to go past the cow. Come on.
There you go. There you go. That is a good bounce. Oh, the cacti betrayed you.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got this.
Shout out to Hoopa Madness. The Penguin Launcher, I think is what it was called. That game that has that same inspiration.
Oh my god! I promise I got this. No, why is this going backwards?
I'm gonna read what Chili Games shared. They said, navigate varying wind conditions and terrain to achieve the ultimate potato trajectory. Aim for the high score and become yeah, I love that. The potato trajectory. Aim for the high score to become the undisputed potato launching champion.
Okay. Let's see. Come on. No, come on.
Okay, 37 meters.
Come on. Oh my god, no.
So what's our goal here? What are we shooting for? At least 100 meters?
I think we're shooting as furthest as possible. Yeah. This is okay. I think I'm just a terrible gamer. Like, this is not like Skate Story by Sam, like this is not a gamer's game. It's like, oh my god. I think I'm just a terrible gamer. But
word in the chat is Sarah at Unity is Elf Cannon expert. If Sarah's around,
no, god damn it!
Betrayed.
I wish Sam was playing this game. I swear to God, he would have been so much better than me at playing the game.
There you go, nice shot.
Oh, I love that it's bouncing off. Exactly. By the way, holy moly! Whoever created this game, your game is fun. I'm just, oh my god, come on! Look at the potato dead bodies.
There's something nice about all the stacked potatoes waiting in potato purgatory.
37 meters. I got 37. All right, I could do this, Bradston. I promise I can do this.
Okay, so
I wish I could move the potato forward.
In the chat, it's 45 degrees at maximum
45
power.
Degrees, let's see. Okay, let's see. Wait for it. Power. I'm not a patient gamer, but I'm going to try this. All right. No, I missed it. Okay,
so it looks like your potatoes have stacked up.
I'm going to reset.
Can you restart? Yeah. So I want to say this, as as a Unity developer, been in the engine for a long time. I love seeing all the different elements of, we have physics materials, I'm assuming were used in here. Some Unity physics materials. I love the art, the vibe. I'm really interested to know, how long does this go? Like, does this go to 1,000 meters? Will we see...
Are the creators of the game in the chat? Are they able to let us know? Because this is really interesting.
Yeah.
So I think there you go. I'm trying 45, but like
there you go. That was pretty good.
Okay. Come on. I believe in you. No, I'm still at 37, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, Chili Games. If any of the developers are in the chat, we'd love to hear, a little bit about,
Okay. No.
Thoughts. How long this goes. Mr. Awesome, this is close to the
like,
Metal
I don't want to be
Gear Reload
tortured.
mechanic.
It's the cactus again. The cactus has something against me. I'm telling you.
So I think
clearly not 29 degrees.
Maybe
all right, let's try this.
For the wind currents, we can get some boost.
There. There. No. God damn it.
1 meter.
Guys, don't cancel me. I promise I can play games.
The cactus is the natural
I just
enemy
really
of,
love how
Andrew the Day. I agree with you, Andrew the Day. Ooh, that's a good shot. Let's see.
Come on,
keep on bouncing.
Oh,
come on. With the boost. Boost to get through.
Whoa.
Oh, the cactus.
Oh my, no. 121 meters. We got to 100
meters. So Hanma, what are your thoughts about the game? Like, what made you, from a honorable mention, what made this stand out amongst some of the games?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I was saying, what made Potato Delivery stand out for you as far as honorable mention? Why you wanted to, play it today on stream?
Yeah, I think so. Part of it was that it was so well judged by the community. So when I was looking at I can't play and talk at the same time. Hold on, I got this. One of the parts was it was really popular with the community. So other than whoa, bro, look at that. Come on, that gradient is so cute. Can you tell I have ADHD or can you tell I have ADHD? Come on. And then the second part of it was, so you see how actually the potato is bouncing off and it's doing these loops. I think that was just so fun for me when I was going through all the games. Just that they gave attention to detail. So this might as well just been like something that doesn't bounce back. That's one of the things I like about it, is that it hits and it bounces back. And they could have just not added that in there, right? But they also just could have. But for like a tiny like game jam where like, they also had subtle little hints, which is like, oh, you can't go here, you can go here. And the art is super cute. But the biggest winner for me was pretty much how they navigated the core loop. That it's so simple, but it's still fun. That, in my personal opinion, is like, I feel like one of the best things you could do in a game jam. Have a simple core loop, have a simple mechanic, and then figure out how you can like have that to your leverage for the game. And then I'm not gonna lie, the cute little potato guy on the side is also giving me laughs. And that was, and the community voted for this too. The community was like, damn, this is a fun game. That's one of the reasons. All right, my button mashing is okay. No.
No, I mean, I think to your point, the fact that you are actively talking about the game but can't stop playing the game.
I mean, look at it. It's so cute, right?
And to the point, the bull, a simple game to crush your gamer confidence. I think there's something really nice about a game that you immediately can engage with, right? Like, it's just click a button, right? But then it's about learning the mechanics, learning how it works. Come on, give us a good wind boost.
Like, it's even bouncing off the rock. Ah, damn it.
Did you notice that the sun and the moon are potatoes?
Yes, I noticed that. I very much noticed. I'm in like a potato world.
But yeah, I mean, I think,
all right, let's see.
Something that really drew me to this game and why I played it longer than I probably should have was that, number one, the mechanic is really simple. I think we did it. Chat, we did it. Potatoes in the chat. Potatoes in the chat. We did it. It's over. Game over. Hamna literally just got to the end. I didn't know you could get that far.
This is the only game other than Assassin's Creed Black Flag that I finished. That's the only game in my life I finished. So thank you, Potato Delivery. You've given me 2 games I finished.
That was a beautiful way to kind of end this out. Potatoes in the chat, you know. Wow. I think you literally did what I thought was. I played this game for, like I said, way longer than I could have. The best I ever got, I think, was like 70 meters. Like I couldn't, but I kept trying, hitting the wind, doing different things. But that is, how do you feel?
I feel so good. I feel like I need to write this like in my resume or something. This is ridiculous. I am not kidding when I say I'm not the best gamer. Like the fact that you were able to get to me, I am like an average target audience, but I'm the target audience that will never give up on your game.
Well,
so whoever, I'm pretty sure they didn't.
The chat is saying you 100% speed run it. You had 100% achievement popping up. That's really awesome.
Oh.
So,
well, hey, thanks for watching me play this. And thank you to all the devs who did this. And Bradston, thank you for letting me go first because I think I got so excited. So I'm in a co-working space at Gumbo. I got so excited. Like the poor guy sitting in the back over there was like, I'm on a meeting.
What are you doing? Are you okay? Yeah, I don't know if I can live up to that, but I'm gonna try my best because from now on, like y'all are gonna get to see my gaming skills. So shout out. So before we move on, shout out to the Potato Delivery and Chili Games. Great game, as you can see, the amount of excitement we had just playing this live. Shout out to Hamna from 100% speedrun, 100% achievement. All the potatoes in the chat. Really, really awesome. If you want to check this out, if you want to play the other games that are a part of this experience, you can check it out on itch at the IJX Game Jam entries and check out all the different games. We'll try to drop that in the chat for y'all a little bit later. So you can play it yourself and maybe accomplish great goals like Hamna. So with that being said, we're going to move on to our next game in our list. That would be The Life of Fly by Noah, Grayson, and Kayla. Hey, Kayla, out in the chat. Excited for this. We're going to do this live. Kayla, you ready? You ready? Anything you want to share, Kayla and team, Life of Fly team in the chat, please do. But we're going to go ahead and jump over to that. And y'all are going to get to see me play. So, Hamna, you're going to have to really carry the conversation because I'm going to be locked in. I've played this game before. I almost got to the end, but I died. So I'm going to try to redeem myself live here.
Okay.
So just be prepared for that.
I'm going to open the chat.
So initial thoughts, I'll say this. I love the art. That's what immediately stood out to me about Life of Fly. Just the kind of hand-drawn, the Life of Fly logo, just that whole feeling, number one. So first, shout out to y'all for having a settings menu, because that takes a lot to get to in a game jam. Just having settings, music. Oh, do I have my audio on? Yeah, my audio's on. Might not be able to hear it like we shared a little bit earlier. Our audio, we've been having issues with the audio, technical fun time streaming. So I'm going to hop in. So I vaguely remember the game and the strat here, but oh yeah, that's right. So my goal, if I remember, is I got to eat these potatoes real time. Oh, but as you can see, there's like the potatoes kind of push me back. And every time I eat a potato, I get a little bit stronger if you see my little meter. But also in the bottom right, you can see that I have a limited amount of time. I'm doing really bad right now. This is why you can't talk in game.
You got this. You got this.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Going
for the big boy.
Oh,
the gold ones.
Oh my God.
The gold ones max you out. So number one, I love one thing that I've enjoyed about this game is that it scales. So right now I'm kind of just living a good life of the fly, just eating all the potatoes. I've maxed out my bar. But as you can see, I'm about to get blown off the screen. It's going to ramp up, and get a little bit more difficult. Number one, the controls are really, really responsive. They feel exactly like you would expect. Okay. Going to the next scene here. Oh, here we go. So
Ooh,
I think we this is what happens sometimes when you're doing a live game. You run into things. I'm gonna restart it. So
yeah,
what
you're
normally
restarting.
happens is you get to like upgrade your character. Let's try that again.
If a game jam game does not have a bug or a glitch, is it
True.
really a game jam game? What did you do
True.
for it to be non-buggy? I do
I,
not believe so. The fact that this is there is like
I
10 on 10. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like it's not a bug; it's a feature, right? Number one, it gave me a redo to do better because I feel like I didn't do that great. Oh, the potatoes. Oh, I love the carrots because they make you eat like super fast, and they don't. Are those
Wow.
yams? Are those yams or
Are those
carrots?
yams?
They
Maybe
might be
that's blue
yams.
potatoes. Do you know there's blue potatoes?
There
Do you
are.
like blue potatoes? Yeah?
I've never had a blue potato. I've heard of purple yams.
No way.
I've heard of purple yams, but they have blue potatoes. Where can I buy that?
Uh-huh. Where can you buy that? I just go down my
Oh,
regular like grocery store and I buy them from there. I don't know.
okay, awesome. So
Okay.
I made it to the end. I laid an egg. First of all, shout out to that. Like, there's something really cool about it. But here's the part that I like
Ooh.
literally stressed over during playing this game is the evolution stat. So I'm gonna go through each one of them. One, you can increase your maximum health by 1 point, but your health cannot exceed 6 points. So as you saw, I started with 3 health, so I can't go above 6. But if I increase my health twice, it will decrease my eating speed. But maximized statistics cannot be decreased. This is my favorite part of this. Like, I'm gonna play the game, but then I get into min maxing my fly. I immediately nerd out. The other option is increase eating by 25%, cannot exceed 200%. Increasing eating speed twice will decrease movement. So if I increase my eating, I get my movement speed goes down. If I increase my health too many times, my my eating speed goes down. Okay, increase movement speed by 25%, cannot exceed. Increasing movement speed will decrease health. Okay, so my thought process is if I increase my this delicious potato with what chives and stuff like that, if I increase my speed, it'll decrease my movement. But once I max that out, I don't have to worry about losing eating speed, so I can increase my health. Anyway, I'm gonna try to min max this. So y'all watching this live.
Bradston, the bull says min maxing my fly stats is a wild sentence. I'm min maxing my fly stats. I'm so fly, I min max my fly stats. I'm
that's
dead.
is that it? Is that's the new phrase? Like, y'all, I gotta go min max my fly stats. Chill out. Was that on the bingo
Ooh.
card for anybody today? So it's pretty
RPG
straightforward.
vibes.
So my goal also is no hit. I'm gonna take no damage on this run. Like I said, I played this before, so I'm very good at this game.
Ah.
So 0 damage taken. We're gonna get 100%. Um, so the game is very simple, like in its mechanics. Just eat the fly, the potato juice. I don't know what you call it. The potatoes. Lay your little egg, and then maximize your stats. But I don't know. There's something really appealing about this loop to me. All right, so what I can do though is I can increase something else. But when I'm going to increase because if I increase my eating speed, it'll decrease my movement. So if I increase my
Mm.
health, I should be good. Because as long as I don't mess with that other stat, I should be good. My movement's going to go down, but I'm going to have to be a stronger, beefed up fly.
Oh
What's
my
that?
god, those smiley faced things. What are they called, Bradston? You know, the
Oh,
ones that just passed? You know those like the frozen ones?
oh
Damn it.
yeah.
Chat, what are these called? Chat
Wait,
knows.
aren't there
Chat, you have to know.
sponges? Aren't there sponges that look like
No.
that too?
They're like
Scrubby
potatoes
buddies.
mushed, but
Scrubby,
what
scrubby.
no, not the scrubby buddies. They're eatable. They're
Oh, edible. You can eat a scrubbing buddy.
chat, does no
You just
one
haven't tried
know?
hard enough.
You know, like it's made out of
Oh, I
potatoes
took
and it comes
damage.
in a
No, I didn't.
frozen. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
My note.
Smiley fries. The bull, you're 10 on 10. Smiley fries, that's Bradston.
I want to eat more of those happy faces. I don't think they helped me.
Wait. Did you win?
I think my fly flew off the screen. I think we ran into another. Okay, don't worry, y'all. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna speed run this. No worries. This is just a part of the game. This is a part of it. And I can confirm that you can get to this is just because we're doing it live, these kind of things happen. But when I played it, it was seamless. So this is just part of
Mike's in chat, Mike.
Hey, shout out to Mike. Mike is the OG. Mike
Happy
is
face potato fries. All right, that's a sweet potato. Okay.
It is a sweet potato.
All right, I love those red wings vibe going. Okay. Wait, so the wings change color when you eat potato?
Does it really?
I just noticed that the wings changed color.
Ooh,
no, come on, Bradston, you got this.
You saw that, right? I got a little risky. I've already maxed out my bar, but I'm this type of guy. I gotta eat as many potatoes.
No, there's no such thing as maxing.
You gotta max.
You can like overmax, extreme max. Kayla, don't worry. Glitches are good. Bugs are healthy. It means that a human made this game with love, and I appreciate you guys. Whoa.
Here we go.
Okay.
Right, we're going back
what
to
happened?
it. I already know my route, so y'all are good. We're going for it. We're gonna push it.
You got this. You got this.
So Hamna, have you ever played like something like this, kind of a simple side-scrolling kind of game that kind of brought the same kind of vibe? Because I feel like this type of experience of the scrolling, the side-scrolling, simple movement, but like a core mechanic that's like has a strong loop. Definitely, I play for hours and hours and hours.
The way you're describing this reminds me of Sonic. So I grew up playing Sonic on my PC, like Intel 1 or something, to the point where, to be clear, I was also a bad gamer back then, to the point where it was my dad's PC. It would get so revved up and so hot that my mom would be like, "Ma'am, you made it. Come on."
No, I gotta be reckless. There we go. There we go.
See?
There we go.
Let's go.
All right, so
okay,
I'm gonna
evolution.
go ahead and max out my movement. Oh, actually, I'm gonna max out my eating speed. Oh, I took damage. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little bit too hard, but don't worry, we're good. Oh, that's right. By me y'all, I messed up my strategy immediately. I'm supposed to update my eating speed so it wouldn't mess with my health. Now
Jihad says it's not a bug, it's a feature. And to be fair, someone else said here, like, hold on, the bull is asking, does the fly die at the end of each round?
It's a roguelike.
No. Kayla says yes, by the way.
That it is? Oh, and we're playing the next generation of fly. Yo. I'm actually kind of blown by that. Like that is actually really, really cool. Life of Fly. 'Tis the life of Fly, Kayla.
Evolutions.
I completely missed that. Wow.
Oh, what? I just realized I was on full screen when I was trying to like tackle this
eating your chips with your chopsticks. If people didn't believe that you could do it, now they believe it.
I'm telling you, like, I can jump back in, get all my work done, and no harm done. No greasy fingers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't have the manual dexterity or manual strength to do that. Oh, come on. That one, you saw that? That one was hiding. That was messed up. So
maybe you're just as terrible as a gamer as I am, Bradston.
So I'm going to play this one last round, and then we'll kind of move forward into our next game. I'm so mad. I was really excited about like not taking any damage, but I betrayed our friends.
You got this. The smiley fries believe in you. Come on.
So I'm going to play this last round. Yeah, I mean, anything, from Kayla, anything you want to share about Life of Fly before we move on to our next
Kayla,
game?
if you want to post, I'll say it out loud.
I'm going to eat nothing but happy faces. All right, this is my next goal. I like making goals for myself in games that nobody asked me to. I'm going to eat every happy face that shows up on screen. That's guaranteed.
All right,
Even though they don't
let's
help
go.
me. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me show you how it's done. This is Life of Fly maxed out. Look at that. And I'm still gonna reach my goal.
Right.
Oh, I missed. Did anybody see that happy face? I totally missed it.
Oh,
come on.
No. No.
It's okay. It's okay. We all mess up sometimes. Oh, what am I doing? I got this. Don't worry. We got the rest of the happy face.
Someone on Twitch said terrifying mutant flies. Yeah, that's what I was saying to a chat. Like, thank you for like giving me validation. I was like, why is the fly changing color? You know, like that's who thinks of that? That's like attention to detail really well for a game jam thing too.
So thank you, Noah, Grayson, and Kayla. That was really fun. As you can see, we were getting really intense. You know, I saw nothing but features, no bugs. There were no bugs, just flies. We only saw flies. So.
Just flies.
Just flies. It was a fly. It was a fly. So, you know, shout out to y'all. That was really fun. As you can see, I really enjoyed it. I would love to see even more iterations, maybe even flies with different kind of attributes. That'd be really cool. Maybe even breaking out that like that RPG, you know, upgrading element. Like how far could that go? What could that look like? And what could that really be? I think that was really, really interesting. I enjoyed it. Shout out to the team. So next up on the docket is this was Root of a Cult best pitch. Do you want to share anything about Root of the Cult as far as the best pitch before I talk about it and we play it live?
Root of the Cult best pitch. It was actually, I think, Root of the Cult. So I was in the judges' room when they were like deliberating, and they chose Root of the Cult because of how well-rounded it was, and a few other things that I'm sure the judges can give better feedback on that. And our judges were super cool. Karina, Keisha, Mika, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for doing the best pitch. They're all wonderful, wonderful humans. But they had this long argument about this one and another game, and this one won because when you play it, you'll see that there is a little bit of like minutia that did not have to be there, but also being there adds to the game experience a lot. And the pitch, they did it like really confidently too. Like one of the reasons I put like pitches in a game jam was just to like help the game devs understand that this does not need to be life or death. You can stumble it, you can fumble it, it's okay to like pitch and be okay at it. Like you learn with time. And like something that is low stakes relieves the pressure a little bit. That's why the best pitch award was like a virtual trophy that we commissioned by an artist, because I wanted to make sure that whoever does the pitches feels like it's okay. It's not as scary as it seems to be, and it is all doable. And that game, the people who pitched it actually did really well. They were a little bit nervous, and you could tell, but they covered it pretty well too. I think being fast on your feet is just something that's super tough to do, and they did it pretty well. So Jihad is asking in the chat, I did participate in best pitch. Is it like the best presentation? So Jihad, for like, and our audience as well, chat, best pitch was, we had 3 judges, and on the closing ceremony, you gave pitches up to 5 minutes. You showed your game. Some pitches were super casual. Some pitches were super like Steam decked out. They were beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for putting in all the effort. And then the judges deliberated and picked the best pitch out of that. So that was essentially the best pitch, as the name says itself.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't get to judge on this category, but I'll say for Root of the Cult by Andre and Alex, I appreciate how in depth they got into the mechanics, and they talked about the systems and even like what they plan to do in the future and what inspired them. And it was very well done. So shout out to Root of the Cult, and shout out to our judges. Mika and the rest of the team. Judges. They did a great job. Yeah. So yeah, you ready to jump into some Root of the Cult and see what happens?
Let's go.
So I'm gonna start this.
My God.
You're gonna hear the music for a little bit. It might actually work if you hear it. And this is one of the
I hear it.
one of the big reasons we chose this, not that we chose it, that I love this game was the music. So apparently they use AI to generate this music about the Necrotato. And I'll try to describe a little bit of the story behind it, but maybe y'all can hear it.
Yeah, I definitely hear the music.
All right. So, this is the game by Andre and Alex, or Swap. I'm gonna go ahead and press play here. So, let's see if we can get this in full screen.
Oh my God, that's scary.
There we go. Can y'all see it? Yep, it looks like it's working. So, okay, the premise of this game, and you could read this, is that your goal is you're a necrotato, and your goal is to grow humans to be harvested for your blood factory or some form. And what you do is you interact with these NPCs, and what you do is you buy the soul seeds, which you'll see I press 1 to buy seed at 1 soul seed. And then you go over to the incubator here, and you have to build it first. So let me go ahead and build my incubator. As you can see, there's like a status, progress, blood, all that jazz. And what you have to do is you have to plant a soul. Boom. So you see it says status missing blood. My soul is planted. And I got to go get blood from the blood fountain. First of all, we got to talk about the walk here. Necrotato.
I low-key want this to be a dancing game too, because they did such a good job with the soundtrack. Look at that. You could throw it down to the song, Bradston.
So after you do your Necrotato dance, you need to grab some blood from the well, and you walk back, and you gotta give the blood. So here's the interesting part about this: as you get more souls, the blood requirements change and higher quality. So I gotta wait. I'm gonna go ahead and buy me a new soul as that's going and cranking up. Oh, I gotta show y'all that the humans, they grow. Oh, I'm gonna show you in the next one. So you can see my incubator is complete. You can see my little human. So one cool thing that Alex and Andre and the team shared is that there is a quintillion different types of humans that can be grown, because every human has a different like a backpack, shoes, clothing, hair, color, things like that.
And something to do with, I think, their hats too.
Oh yeah, their hats.
Yeah.
All right, so once I get a human, I sacrifice a human. Boom, sacrifice a human. I got $10.
Or $10.
So can y'all feel the
scary.
loop already? All right, I'm gonna buy me a soul. I'm going to, I guess I'm incubate. Oh no, I'm gonna make a new incubator, because I think the better.
I'm not gonna lie.
They allow you to grow better humans. Let me go get some blood from the blood well. Go check out the blood. All right, I'm gonna add blood. I'm gonna go get another soul.
I know I have to comment on this, but I'm just having such a good time just listening to you. It's that is insane. Sup says, what is a life worth? A life is worth a potato. A life is worth a potato. Potato growing a human. How the turns have tabled. That is hilarious. That's some Yoda stuff right there. Turns have tabled.
Okay. So look at our human here. He's got a little AK-47.
Holy moly.
Good. Is that a biker helmet? Let's see. I'm gonna grab my human. Collected the human. I'm gonna.
That is hilarious. It says Potato Supreme. You know what? If you guys end up making this game, please let me know if you make merch which says Potato Supreme. Or if not, I might just go to whatever customizable website and be like Potato Supreme.
Can I get a Potato Supreme?
Can I get a Potato Supreme? Wow.
So one thing I just noticed is that when the human is finished, they rotate. But when they're not finished, they sit still. So that's a really helpful indicator. Oh, I need to get some more blood. So I'll tell you this right now, Hamna. This type of game is the kind of game you have to keep me away from because I love a good farming sim.
Oof.
And this is exactly the type of game I will play for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, but how are you going to describe your use of time to your family? Hello, family. So Bradston, what were you doing? I was collecting humans and giving them like potato, like skins and like helmets and stuff, like simulating more like blood for like a human a pop, $10 each. They're gonna look at you so confusedly. They're gonna be
So what you don't know is my family would go, that makes sense. They wouldn't question it. They'd be like, okay. Like, they know I'm a strange character. Some would say a necrotato at heart. Let's try that.
A necrotato at heart. I can't get over how smooth the physics for the knees and the arms are, to be
And the
honest.
arms.
Like doing that, yeah, like doing that in like 5 days is kind of like, and it was only 2 people.
Jump.
Oh, what is that jump? Whoa. Honestly, if I jumped and caught a human from the sky, I would just keep doing that. Can you tell I love single tap games, or can you tell I love single tap games?
So one thing you might have just seen is that the population of the necrotatoes just increased. Because when I talked to this guardian, the necrotated guardian, I was able to buy a new guardian. So now I have a guardian of the clerics. Ooh, I need $50 to buy another guardian.
$50? So a human is worth $50 now?
A necrotato, not a human.
A necrotato is okay.
Necrotato. So, it looks like I can buy higher quality seeds from this necrotato.
Oh,
I got a $10 human. $10 soul. I'm sorry. $10 soul. I apologize. Let me get some more blood because I gotta wait for this one to incubate.
collect blood from the well.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this could be like a nice mobile game, you know, like play it on your
Ooh.
commute back and forth, like simulate some humans
Yeah.
every day, collect some blood. You could go back and forth with it.
Uh-oh, what did I just do?
Oh,
I just
your screen just got highlighted, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on, let's see if I
Okay,
can
there
find
you
it.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Back to it. Uh-oh, why do I
Oh,
keep
no.
highlighting it?
I don't know.
It doesn't like me. Alright, there we go. I think I just pressed the weird button. I'm just adding blood so that when I get the souls, I can get right to business.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Do I need to add more blood? The hardest part for me
95. Ooh.
is 28.
Oh, there you go.
That's a
Did you
high
collect 2
quality.
humans?
So I don't think I can collect more than 1. Let's check. I'm gonna sacrifice this human. I'm gonna buy.
This does seem to have some kind of like inventory system going on.
Okay. It looks like I can only hold 1 soul at a time. You already have a soul put in the incubator. Okay.
Wow, that sounds so nefarious.
1
Jihad says, reminded me of We Rising is a Unity game where you play as vampire and you can consume human blood to gain powers.
Yeah. Shout out to Me Rising. Great game. Made with Unity. Buy a soul. So I'm gonna have 3 humans incubating, and we're gonna see if we can carry all 3 back.
All right, let's go.
All right, let me just get some more blood, just in case.
Let's get more blood, and then don't get too carried away with this game. We do need to move on to the next game.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
It
You
is-
see me?
Yeah.
I'm already invested.
We
Okay.
have the game devs in the chat. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for making
Hey,
this game.
welcome.
Yes, that is your game. And
Andre
Bradston
and
can't seem to stop playing it. We
Yeah, I'm
gotta play
sorry.
more games.
All right. Okay. I collected a human. Let's see if we can collect one more human. It looks like I'm already carrying a human sacrifice. I got to sacrifice him first. So let's.
The bull
sacrifice
says,
him.
awesome job with it.
Thank you. Thank you. Are they saying awesome job in my playing that I'm really good? Or
Yeah. You know what, Bradston? I'll give it to you. Maybe you are a better gamer than I am. And I'm not saying that because, because you're a good gamer. I'm saying that just for the chat. Just because the chat said it. I believe the chat.
Boom. Thank you, chat. Shout out to the chat for believing in me. Boom. Well, let's end on our Necrotato village has grown. It is a beautiful village. This was so much fun. As you can see, I was gone. I was like in another world. I was here. I was 100% focused.
Bro, someone with the username 3yams said, "Don't listen to chat. Don't listen to chat. Abort."
So shout out to 3Ms. Me and 3Ms go back, not 3 potatoes, but 3Ms. We go way back. We've made games together. He's a game dev. He's a Unity artist, 3D modeler, gamification subject matter expert. He's
Wow.
actually, me and him, the first game jam I ever did, I think like a public one on Itch was with 3Ms. So I did some non.
That is way back.
Yeah. So we've been making games forever. So he's right to not listen to me. Don't listen. Don't listen. If you believe whatever he says. Awesome. So shout out once again to Root of the Call Best Pitch Award. Andrew and Alex, really fun game. As you can see, I already forgot time. We should keep on moving.
We literally forgot time.
We got 2 more games on the docket. This game, New Field, was the Community Champion Award, and we can explain what that was in a minute. But gotta give a shout out to Jihad, who made this game. I've heard words on the street that Jihad is a frequent visitor to Unity live streams. So potatoes in the chat for Jihad for being a loyal Unity live streamer, visitor. Potatoes in the chat for Jihad. We definitely got to be hyped for him as we check out this potato. So thank you, Jihad, for number 1 participating in the IGA Unity Jam and making this game with a Community Champion Award. So I'm going to go ahead and boot up the game. I got to run the EXE here. So as you can see, New Field, you're gonna immediately feel something when this game starts. I'll say that.
Let's go. You know, this is actually a game I wasn't able to play. It just wouldn't run on my computer, like laptop. So this is the first time I'm like seeing this.
Oh, really?
Let's go. Yeah.
So, isn't this beautiful?
I hear rain.
Yeah, right? The atmospheric.
Wait, Jihad says it's their first game jam participation. That is insane.
Really?
Who are you?
Really, Jihad? This is your first game jam participation. Congratulations. This is beautiful. So could you share in the chat a little bit of your inspiration behind this game? I know you put it in the description, but I'd love for you to share it with everybody and we can talk a little bit about it. So basically the concept from what I recall is the idea that your field that you see here is on fire. So you have to move on to a new field. That's the name of the game. So we're gonna try to make this happen. So first of all, loving the walking animate. I mean, this is a beautiful, like, check out this camera work, the scene layout. Like, I can 100% already feel why this was Community Champion. So Jihad said, I've been a game dev for 8 years, but never participated in Game Jam. That is
wow. Awesome.
Hey, congrats. This is a great first go. I mean, look at this. So I'm getting the opportunity. I'm moving left and right, so I can move back and forth. But I'm moving to a new field. There's something very cinematic about this experience.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying,
This reminds me of Fallout for some reason. Did you ever play Fallout 4?
I never played Fallout 4, but I've played the Fallout series. Some of them.
I don't know why, but suddenly seeing that bunkery thing with red lights, suddenly my brain was like Fallout 4.
Just triggered some memory.
Yeah, and I never was able to finish that game. I mean, that's in my list of unfinished games. Ooh, what is that lighting effect?
Yeah, I like that.
That is so
great.
surreal.
Great job, Gia. You can even see my shadow here, my little potato limbs. You see that?
Wow, I see it.
It's great.
There needs to be a potato dancing game. Maybe I'll come back from my game dev retirement and make a potato dancing game.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with reusing a theme.
Potato floating. I'm actually impressed.
Incredibly impressed, right? So Jihad said it's heavily inspired by Inside and Limbo. Definitely can feel that energy and that vibe. For those who haven't played those games, that 2D, 3D, side-scrolling movement, very atmospheric, beautiful game. Absolutely. Oh, my first challenge, the log.
Let's go. Ooh.
There we go. I genuinely thought I was gonna die. And the funny thing, I played this. You think I would know this? but I was not ready.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
So I love that
Chad
it's
is like
triggered.
appreciating how good this looks.
Yeah, like look at this shot. Look at this shot. The diffuse lighting in the background with the
Wow.
parallax and the moving clouds, and this is awesome.
This is awesome. So Jetta, they have been in game dev for 8 years. I'm not gonna lie, like I would give a bunch of I would say like one of the reasons I also use Unity when I did make games was because of how easy to use the UI was. So most of these things, because I don't come from a coding background, I come from a very classic art and teaching background. So the only reason I stuck to Unity was literally because of how easy to like navigate the UI was. Um,
Yeah.
and a lot of these things, it's like I don't know if I would have the same ease of access and use in other things. I'm sure I could learn it,
Yeah.
but something about the ease of like UI, it's like very comforting to me, especially as a designer. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
you did well. Good for
Thank
you, except I have no one to praise. But thank you, Unity. If whoever worked for ease of access for the like for the engine itself, thank you. I always wanted to thank you. Whoa, what is this light? What is going
So
on?
this is the
Are you gonna
part of
die
the
if you go
game.
there?
Sorry.
Are you gonna die if you go into light?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and show it, but this is the stealth aspect of the game, which I think is really cool. So I'm gonna show
Whoa.
you what happens when I walk in the light. Oh no, I got lucky. Hold on, let's try again. Let's get into the light.
Ooh, what's that green thing?
Oh, you see the
Oh,
missiles? You see the missiles? Somebody does not like potatoes. So
oh
yeah,
my God.
there's somewhere out there. Somebody has an RPG, and they're just waiting for you.
Valid,
They do not
valid.
want you to get to the new field to be with your brethren. So I gotta leave the field. So one thing I do want to ask, I mean, we have Jihad in the chat. Oh, I got seen again. This is happens.
Come
I am
on.
I'm terrible at stealth games. I've noticed that the bridge was moving. Is that a specific? Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? I'm good.
You're good,
Run,
good.
boy,
Move,
run,
move, move.
run,
Come on,
run,
come on, come
potato,
on, come on.
run.
Come
There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I need to get
on.
behind
Oof.
these barrels, right? Oh, I saw the light. I saw the light on the
No.
tip of my potato head. No
Well,
pun
Jihad also
intended.
says the field of view detection is not bug free, which is totally
Okay.
good.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you being honest about that. That's real. That's real. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna finish this live, 100%. Gonna
We
make the
got
first ever
this.
walkthrough of New Field.
Let's go, let's go,
Oh,
let's go, let's go.
okay. Am I
Let's go,
good?
let's
Am
go,
I
let's
good?
go. Come on.
I'm just gonna keep it moving. Let's go. Oh, there's like a tank in
Oof.
there. Oh, he was looking for me.
What?
Let's make it to our new field. And this, once again, going back to what we were talking about with the other games we played, the simple mechanics. Oh, okay. You've reached the end. Hey, we did it, Hamna.
Wow. Let's go.
Uh, this was a fun experience. It's been a while since the last time I've been constrained by a deadline, so it was pretty cool experience. What felt like, again, the game was heavily inspired by Inside, as Jihad shared, from Playdead. 2.5D silent adventure where the player figures out the purpose along the way. Visuals help massively in communicating the purpose silently. That's why I invested 3 days in map creation. I can see that investment. It is clear how much time you put into that. And had to rush the gameplay code in the last day. I'm typing this in 1.5 hours. Man, this is a time we know when this happened. Like a diary entry. 1.5 hours left on the clock. So I had to put some faith in a good chunk of the code. That's every developer. So, we put faith in our code and just hope for the best. Without any tests, if you're reading it, it means this works. Now where's the script that I was supposed to trigger the screen? Hey, good job. This is awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and close the screen. Game here. But yeah, great job, Jihad. Thank you.
Yeah.
More yams. I got yams, 3 yams, and potatoes. More potatoes in the chat for Jihad for the great work that did with the
Let's
game here.
go.
And we're gonna
GG.
get to our last game of the day. We're running out of time here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So
Oh no, we are running out of time. Yes.
run out of time. So we're gonna get one last game in. We're gonna be checking out Solanum Meadows Unity Choice Award. I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I had the opportunity to choose this game as the winner of the Unity Unity Choice Award, which got 7 Unity Pro 1-year license for the whole team. Shout out to Faycrest Studio. I saw them in the chat earlier. So if you're out there, put some potatoes in the chat for Faycrest. They had a whole team. I'm not going to try to remember everybody's name, but I remember Micah and I'm forgetting names now. Grayson, I think. So I'm going to open up.
Grayson, yeah.
So Solanum Meadows.
Okay, let's
jump right in. So immediately, this brought me in. This style, the stylistic pixel art, the feeling. Maybe you can hear the music right now. Just
the music is wonderful. It's like drawing me in. Like I really want to just sit and watch. This is like giving me Zelda, but like indie game. The music. Oh,
one of my
they're Hello Faycrest Studio,
Stardew Valley.
They're in the chat.
Also working menu. Shout out to them to have a working.
No
menu.
way.
The master volume actually works at a game jam. That's incredible. Awesome.
That's very impressive. Bradston, what was it about this game that stood out to you so much? Because I've been meaning to ask you. While you play, you're welcome to answer too. But I know it's a beautiful game.
And even the clicking on the menu, it's those pieces. So you'll see that the mechanics of the game, there's multiple pieces to the mechanics. You'll see there's a day-night cycle. You'll see here in a moment, there's actual voice acting. So when we go and talk to Bumbus here in a second, you'll hear the voice acting. There's platforming, there's world exploration, there's farming, there's and then all these little pieces, the music, the art, the menu. I think that to me, this really felt like one of the most holistic games. It really felt like from front to end that this was really built out with a clear design and vision behind it, and it played that way. So I'll start playing a little bit, but we'll hear a little bit of voice acting here. Let me chat with Bumbus.
Sorry. All we really have is
Aww.
There is no shame in nurturing any kind of life. Besides, I hear that there's a chance for some to come out golden.
Isn't this
How sweet.
awesome?
Collect potatoes across the map. Feed Bumbus potatoes to maintain and increase his happiness. Keep Bumbus happy across 7 days to nurse him back to health.
Whoa.
Isn't that awesome? VO.
Wow.
So
Bumbus is so... it's such a good character design. So when the devs were making this game, they posted the art in our server too, while the designer was creating Bumbus, and I was just stunned at how simple yet functional yet beautiful the art was. So shout out to whoever made Bumbus. I really appreciate you as an artist.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And to me, once again, another reason why I thought this really, to me, was the Unity Choice Award is just that it has so many different elements and mechanics, and even just the simple thing of just, the jumping and moving around in the game feels good, along with the mechanics that you'll see here in a
You found the
moment.
watering can. Fill us up the pond to the east. Use the watering can to water your potatoes, or else they won't grow.
Wow.
Right? You discover something. To me, I love in a game where there's discovery. And it just, boom. I was like, you didn't have to put a watering can in this. It's like those little things.
Yeah.
So I guess I come here and I just fill it, right?
Ooh, this reminds me of old school Sonic. Oh, that house is so beautiful.
So here's the next mechanic, which is about actually helping Bumbus to survive. The story is Bumbus has been injured and hurt, and you need to kind of give that food. Yeah, Grayson, I just saw you. That was me, Grayson. Hey, shout out to Grayson and Faycrest. So I'm gonna give some food. The gold potatoes are 5 single potatoes, so I'm gonna give him 10 potatoes. and you apply. Oh, not enough. I gotta give some more potatoes to my Bumbus friend here. And what I'll do, and I kind of showed this mechanic of you can also plant and harvest potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant my first potatoes. So immediately,
Bull says the music is perfect for this. There's
right?
a lot of like appreciation for the game going on in the chat. Thank you, chat. That's so sweet.
Yeah, there's something very mystical, magical, maybe be a better word
Oh,
about this game.
oh, what is
We're not-
that? Under the ground?
Oh yeah, so that's another back to the point of discovery and learning more about the game.
Wow.
So we're gonna probably get to check this out on the second day. So I'm gonna go ahead and water these plants really quick, and we're gonna end our day and get to the next level. So there's also, and if you've noticed in the background, the day-night cycle, like the colors have changed, the feeling is, you feel how you feel taken in by this experience, and that's something that really brought me a lot of joy as I played it. So let's talk about
Aw.
A day, a potato could become gold. How in the divine could you manage such a thing?
You must simply wait, little thing. Each day that passes, the spirits of the soil will purify your potatoes.
Aw.
Come. I haven't seen a single gold potato in all of my centuries.
loving the voice of acting.
Impatient beyond your years, little thing. Use fertilizer and you'll see it.
Plant potatoes to grow more food for Bumbus. If you leave a fully grown potato in the ground for an extended period of time, it may become a golden potato worth much more.
This reminds me of that acorn planting scene in Totoro.
Oh, in
Like
Totoro?
where Totoro was helping like the girls plant the acorns and like did that cute little dance. Like, wow. I love Totoro.
So I think we might have run into a bug, which is okay. This is a game jam. But I think we're still collecting the potatoes, but it's just not showing it to us.
Ooh.
So we're going to kind of skip a little bit ahead so we can check out some more of the game, because I'd love for us to go check out this underground. Once
Ooh.
again, I played this game at length. Oh, we can fertilize, but we don't have anything to fertilize yet. But we'll get there. I think I need to reset. Yeah. So there's just an issue where it didn't add the counter. So let's get Bumbus a little bit more potatoes. There we go. I'm gonna get a few more potatoes. So I'm seeing some chatter in the chat.
Bensie's put an emoji in the chat biting their nails. That's me right now too, but like I'm just so happy seeing this.
It's really, really awesome. I'm just gonna grab my
Whoa.
potatoes, and we're gonna call it a day after I feed Bumbus a little bit more. I think that's a gold potato right there.
Whoa.
So yeah, once again, I think what this engendered to me is, okay, what is Bumbus? Who is Bumbus? Where is Bumbus from? You know, Bumbus crash landed on this planet. Who are the people of this planet who harvest potatoes? What is this world? Like, there's so many questions that you can, that come to mind. Let me reset. Yeah, I got more potatoes. Why?
Wow.
All right, let's end our day. And hopefully tomorrow we can check out.
Oh.
All right, back to it. Let's check out what our friendly neighborhood Bumbus is.
A place of power opens its bars with bursting veins. Spirits brew a slurry of earthblood with their ancient magics in the depths. The incubated souls awake, breaking free and returning their ethereal form to the air. The birds sing, wolves howl, deer dance, and bugs swarm. In jovial
Wow.
cave's first breath.
You're
Oh.
absurd, Bumbus. Always talking nonsense.
And you're moved
Oh.
I was simply sharing about the cages opening up.
Okay.
How would you know that? When you haven't moved your lazy butt since you were mooching.
I have my
Wow. I
Find
have my
fertilizer
ways.
in the cave to apply to your potatoes, which can increase its growth rate.
All right. So let's go cave
Wow.
diving, y'all.
Just a heads up, we have 2 minutes left, Bradston.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. We'll go a little bit over.
That is. There's
just so we
something
can-
underground.
Yeah, so there's a whole world under here.
Holy moly!
So we're gonna wrap up here soon, so people will be interested to continue playing the game on their own, because there's some cool things that happen as you start exploring the cave and using the fertilizer, which is the little orbs that I'm picking up as I go through here. You can see my fertilizer count is 42, 45.
Nice.
So as you start to fertilize, and the cool thing is, and the developer shared this, is that Bumbus has new things to say every day. So the conversations, there's actually an interesting riddle that Bumbus shared. Spoil what the riddle is, that I think is really fun.
What is it?
I can't spoil it. You gotta play it.
No!
You gotta play it. So Fakecrest did a great job.
3M says devs did not have to go this hard. I know they really didn't, but they did, and now I'm just sitting here with like my mouth open, like, what? This is so cool.
So I'll go ahead and just kind of, we picked up some fertilizer. I'll fertilize just so y'all can see this mechanic of you actually are. This is farming sim. I'm really excited to see some ideas as you get to play more of the game. And,
that's so wholesome.
Right? And it just makes you feel something inside of you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a little bit more.
That's like such a good game. Like, one of the best things I feel like I love about games is how a mechanic can make you feel good or bad. Games are so powerful innately to humans that the game feel really like empathizes with human emotions. You guys, I'm like so happy I got to see this. Wow.
So we fed Bumbus a little bit, and we're gonna call it a day. And with that, that's Solanum Meadows. And hopefully y'all can see a little bit of what really brought this game, I think, helped really made the choice a bit easier for me when coming to choose what game to choose. I think there's something special about it. I see some conversation happening in the chat here. When will it be released? We're hoping an October release. So I'll share it. I talked to some of the developers from Fakecrest, and they're looking to take this to the next step and making this a full release and bring it out in October. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, go check out on itch, the IGA Unity Game Jam. Check out all of the games. There's so many more we didn't play. There was 20 plus submissions, all different unique experiences. And of course, you saw some of the really interesting, unique titles that we got to check out today. Of course, check out, New Field and Potato Delivery, Root of the Cult, and Solanum Meadows. They could really get
Life
your
of
own hands-on experience. So I guess, as we wrap up, Hamna, anything you want to share to all of our Twitch audience, to all of the participants in the game jam? Like, how are you feeling? You did a great job with this jam. I know we yelled potatoes at the jam. Like, so how are you feeling, Hamna? Potatoes.
Honestly, this was an incredible experience. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. This was my first game jam. I've never done a partnership as big as I did with Unity. Shout out Mike, shout out Bradston, shout out Jackson, shout out Jack. Thank you so much for making this a seamless, incredible, and supportive experience. Like 10 on 10 broskies. Like, I don't think I could have asked for a better team working on the jam. And one thing I'd love to share is, like, I had such a good time working on this that it didn't feel like work. It genuinely didn't. So, like, now I understand where Yoda says, or all these like smart people say, if you're actually interested in what you're doing, you're going to have fun with it. And that was one of the reasons I was like, okay, I would love to like get on the live stream and talk about these games, because games can really make or break someone's life and help them in their emotional journey a lot. I say that as a gamer with personal experience. I say that as a retired game dev, as a community manager. The power of games is just infinite. And if there's one thing I could say is just be kind and make more games, and like just support more game devs, guys. It's the best thing you could do for game devs right now. Go support more indie game devs.
That was beautifully said, Hanma. I was like, can we like clip that and like just run that on a regular basis? Genuinely, I echo everything Hanma shared. I think there's something really powerful about games. I mean, what we just experienced with New Field and Solanum Meadows, just even entering the game, you kind of get that feeling. Root of the Cult. There's something powerful about what games can do, and for all of us who are game enthusiasts who love playing games, make some games. It's just there's nothing but fun to be had. I said this at the game jam, but I said, if you're here today, if you're a part of this game jam, you've already won. And I think that for all of us, we're all winners. I mean, I am like genuinely, I'm bubbling right now. Like after playing, I've already played these games, and I'm having such a great time. Of course, Hanma, thank you for being a great co-host. This has been a blast. Shout out to Jack, who's in the background holding down the production. This would not be possible without him. Jack, represent.
Thank you.
Shout out to our real the best host we can have, Jackson. Happy Canada Day to you.
Jackson.
Believing in me and Hanma. Shout out to Mike, who's in the airport right now. I know he chopped into the chat for a little bit. Hope you're still there. Hope things are well. And shout out to all of you, to Faycrest, to Jihad, to Micah, to the Bull, to 3 Amps, Hoopa, to Game Dev One, to Faycrest, everybody who's in the chat today. The Bull, door number 4. There's been so much joy. Like it's just been great to see the chat. It's been a great experience. I'm gonna go ahead and say, look at me. I'm no longer your captain. Of course, Jackson will be back. Just to kind of wrap it up, once again, thank you to everybody for joining the stream today. Of course, shout out to IGA, Indie Game Academy, for the Game Jab joining us today, Hanma, and to Willem, who's not here, but helped, president of the Game Jam. IGA, helped make this possible as well. Shout out to everybody at Unity who's made all of this happen, made this possible, whose love, joy for gaming makes game development a positive experience for everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in. So just for those who have been a part of the live stream family, who've been here as a part of the Unity live stream, there's more, and there's more, and there's always more. Jackson and the community team continue to drop the bangers, the hits. So please stick around. Tomorrow, the Learn team will be showing off a new tutorial from learn.unity.com. That is tomorrow. Come learn the basics of creating a 2D game for the first time. That'll be July 2nd at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT, if you're interested in that. And you can check out the link in the chat. We'll be posting that. And you can check out more here on the Unity live stream channel. We are so thankful for all of you. We would be nothing without our community. We'd be nothing without you. Once again, thank you to everybody who's joined today. Hanma, great host, loved potato. Let's one more time. Potatoes in the chat. Potatoes in the chat, and we're gonna yell potato, Hanma. We're gonna do this. We're gonna count it down.
All right, let's do this on the count of 3.
So please drop the potatoes in the chat while this is happening.
I'm dead.
We'll do it on 3. 1, 2, 3, potato. Okay. 1, 2, 3, potato. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Potatoes!